Did you know policing in America? Black Americans are more likely to experience use of force during interactions with police. Let's talk about an out-of-control issue in American society today: policing of Black people in America. Have you ever considered the racial disparities? Black Americans have always been at the receiving end of forceful police actions. It's not a baseless claim, rather a fact backed by history. This differential treatment has deep-rooted historical context: slavery, slave patrols, and slave catchers. Slavery, slave patrols, and slave catchers were put into place to keep slaves under white control. This was the beginning of policing in America. Here's a diagram of the slave quarters of ships filled to the brim with slaves being brought to America from the African continent. Police were put here to protect and serve the white race only. That is pretty clear. This was not true for Black Americans from its inception. Slaves were terrorized, dehumanized, and were considered livestock. This included inhumane breeding practices, regular whippings, and beatings. This is a picture of a slave badge that identified slaves. In today's society, you see more and more outward racism against Black people today, not only from regular people, but from the people that are supposed to protect us. It's not just about data, it's about lives. Everyday people, with dreams, families, and ambitions, often face the disproportionate brunt of law enforcement. This is an unfortunate reality that needs to change. The statistics are startling. A Black person is 3 times more likely to be killed by police than a white person, and 5 times more likely to be unarmed. These numbers only scratch the surface of the issue. This bias extends beyond violence. Racial profiling is a pervasive issue, with Black individuals being more likely to be stopped, searched, or arrested during encounters with police. But wait, there's more. The sentencing disparities are also significant. Black people receive longer sentences for the same offenses compared to white counterparts. This isn't mere conjecture. It's a reflection of systemic racial bias. These statistics should be a wake-up call, a demand for change. We must work collectively to reform the system. And here's the kicker: policing can be fair. It's a matter of commitment, accountability, and systemic reform. It's time to reimagine what public safety looks like for everyone's sake. So, let's start the conversation. Let's not shy away from these uncomfortable truths. It's time to address the disparity and work towards a future where everyone is treated equally. Thank you for watching. Peace and happiness.